Good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode. Today, I'm going to show you how exploring the night is made in the middle of the night. Why am I showing you this? Well, recently I have had emails, messages via YouTube, and messages on my Twitter stating that I should make the videos more often. Well, here are the reasons why they're not very often. To begin with, we need to investigate the legends that go into making this series. Now, these legends have to be credible, and it is better if they are based on true events. Why? Because we don't want to show you figments of our imagination. We are exploring locations that have actually had paranormal activity. Always. Once the legends have been investigated, we have to see the locations. Now we need to see the locations because we cannot record in every location that we want to. Because sometimes, and how it's already happened in previous episodes, we cannot go into private property. And a lot of the times the owners don't give us permission to go. And the locations that are public access, sometimes government property, we need to get permits. Those permits, a lot of the time, are hard to get. It may take up to 3 months to get just one recording permit. And even though we started searching and decided on the legends at the beginning of the season, we are now pending to record because of these permits. Now, dialogue isn't hard to come by because we mostly ad-lib, improvise. We only have a general idea of what happened and what we might say, but nothing is written down, because if something happens, if we see something, we need to act fast. Whenever we find the location, we have to go to that place 2 or 3 times prior to recording. Why is this? We have to see everything, where the light is, where the shadows are, if we're going to put extra lights or not, and if we can. Sometimes there's power outlets, sometimes there's nothing. Sometimes we have a wall, sometimes we have a jungle gym, sometimes we have a lot of wind. It could be very sunny. Not for this particular show. And that's a scouting report that we have to do. I mean, we go out, we take at least 50, 60 pictures of where we're going to put the cameras, how they're going to look like. And we also take a picture of how the scene is going to look. We say, okay, that's where we're going to put the camera. Put a camera there. Take a picture. Different angles. Low angle, middle angle, high angle. Is it going to be portrait-wise? Is it going to be middle? Is it going to be full screen? What is it going to be? Now, what type of lenses are we going to be using at that time? They could be different. So we have to take all this into consideration. And that's at least 1 or 2 days full of work. Because sometimes there might be people at the place that we're going to be recording, and we have to wait for them. As you can see, there's activity going on. We can't stop people. But the show must go on. So we get permissions and we go out. Once we get the permission, as I was just saying, we go out and we set up. We need to have a space of 10 by 10 so we know what we're going to be doing. This may disrupt some places, especially if they have customers or if they're all working. Sometimes we have to go out and see if there might be something dangerous, for example, false floor or a tree branch, walls that are old and filled with humidity. They could be a risk. We also check on that. And then we get to the final process, recording. We go out, we record. We take the essential, since we already planned it out. How many cameras do we need? Spares, batteries, a couple of different lenses, just in case something is changed. Also, power supplies, things like that. And then we record. Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 or 3 takes. Sometimes it takes 10, 20. It depends. Sometimes everything is going A-okay, and all of a sudden, a plane flies by. Ruins everything. The sound. Everybody's surprised by it because sometimes they fly really low, and we have to do it again. And it's another 10 shots. Why? We have to measure external risks. And once it's recorded, we go home. And then another part begins. Post-production, putting everything together. That's done. Well, you will see how it's done soon. Well, now the last step is to take all the media, all the clips, import them into the computer, pull them into editing software, and a clip here, cut there, put them together, take out the bad, leave in the good, color grade just a tad, maybe add a little effect here, mostly audio effects there, bring it all together, export it, and upload it for your enjoyment. And that's how we do an episode of Exploring the Night. Good night, everyone.